What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we are reacting to content from Clown World Twitter, so let's get into it. Alright, so this first clip is from Austin, Texas, and I have to show this to you guys because I've been seeing this over the weekend, and it is insane. If you don't know what's going on right now, those are drifters, and nobody can go anywhere. Everybody is stuck in traffic because they stopped traffic, so they can just do this. And, yeah, it's super messed up. And if you're wondering, like, hey, where are the cops at? There's another clip, and this is the first clip I actually saw over the weekend. They chased the cop car off that responded to the whole situation. Which is sad. Which is extremely sad. Usually when you do stuff like this, you're supposed to do these competitions, like, really late at night in, like, abandoned empty areas. Essentially, you want to be like in warehouse districts, parking lots that are just like the businesses around are closed. You're not supposed to, look at this. You're not supposed to do this in the middle of traffic, first off. Because imagine if anybody lost control of that car and hit any of these cars that are just sitting there up front waiting, that's an accident waiting to happen. You're not supposed to do it this way. This new generation going about this is doing it completely wrong. Not to say, I know somebody gonna be like, well, isn't it wrong street racing? Yeah, but there was like codes and stuff you're supposed to follow to properly do this. This is done completely wrong. This is just a joke at this point. But what do we expect? What do you expect? This is where the world's going. It's sad. Yes. This is supposedly an inclusive fashion show. And you see this from British Vogue's TikTok. I'm not gonna cut the volume on because the song playing in the background, but this is wild. This is wild. Whatever happened to like model standards from like back in the day? These weren't like things to aspire to be a model. Now they're just saying anybody can be a model at this point. That's what they're saying. They're including everyone, which means there's no standards to get into this industry, which means anybody could just hop in and make the big bucks. You know what I'm saying? It never used to be like this. There used to be, remember in the 90s, they used to be like, women are starving themselves to be sticks and blah, blah, blah. I don't think you ever had to get that far. I thought that was extreme myself. And y'all know I'm bones. I'm sticking bones. I thought that was very extreme when I was younger. But this don't even make sense. None of this makes sense. Okay, so there's, this actually got shared with me from a whole other tweet. So I actually know the context behind this. This is in France. This is at a mass. And this guy just comes in and he just bullies the priest, right? So I'm going to show it to you right now. I don't even see the purpose in what he did. It's like you took a Bible, you hit him in his face. Like, what was the point? What was the point of any of this? Now, the person who sent me this, there's more, and I was going to get into this later tonight on the live stream. But they asked the question, like, how do you reverse this? First off, the father, I want to say that when people talk about Jesus and Christianity, they're like, oh, we should be turning the other cheek and yada, yada, yada. But did y'all forget, like, right in the Bible? And this is from John. Like, you can read this in John. It's one of the first Gospels I actually read. Jesus was actually, like, flipping tables and calling people vipers and stuff. Like, Jesus took no mess, all right? So when people paint this, like, hippie version of him as, like, it's all love and we're not supposed to do anything. No, Jesus was a gangster if you really want to be about it. He really was. Now, him turning the other cheek and looking the other way, that's when he knew he was about to get up on that cross, and they captured him. And remember, they took him to the square, and they was beating him. If you ever watched Passion of the Christ, if you never read it, but you watched Passion of the Christ, you know what I'm talking about. And they're beating him. And not once is he saying, F y'all gonna burn in heck for this forever. He never says any of that. He just takes it, and he's just like, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they're doing. That's when you want to talk about turning the other cheek and forgiving people that don't know what's going on. This, however, this man just like straight up just smacking the dude and taking the, for what? You ain't getting no money off the Bible. I don't understand any of this at all. I understand he's old, so maybe he was frightened. But my man right here in the white and green, just watching it go down, he looks younger. He should have stepped up and choked that young dude up like this and be like, hey, you about to get up out of here. And let them know we don't take none of that. But, touchy subject. It's a touchy subject. And I do think we need to let people know what it is. Just like the whole, have you ever heard atheists and unbelievers be like, you're not supposed to judge? We actually are supposed to judge. And there's multiple instances in the Bible that explain why we are allowed to judge and how we should be judging, right? But you let somebody who never read the Bible tell it, God said you're not allowed to judge, and Jesus said he loves everybody, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, read your Bibles, and you'll actually know what the truth is, right? That's why I don't like arguing with people that don't read their Bibles, because then when you check them, it immediately turns into, but my feelings. It don't matter what your feelings are. What does the book say? What does the book say? I think this is just a sad, unfortunate situation. But definitely, if I'm the guy right here in the white and the green, I'm popping off. I'm popping off super hard. I would have yanked that dude up by his neck and got him up out of there. First Roman, discovery shocks archaeologists. They say exciting and intriguing. All right, if you know anything about the history, yeah, they had the same things we have from nowadays. This is just funny. But yeah, if you know the history, you knew they had a lot of the same stupid sex toys we have today. So I don't know why this is like shocking and exciting and stuff. How you an archaeologist and you don't even know the history of the stuff you find putting up? It's like, oh, this is real? Oh, duh. I'm not an archaeologist and I do that. Alright, there was no caption to go with this video, but I played like 2 seconds, there's no music, so I guess we're gonna see what happens.
His home.
Hello.
And this will be his last trip home before the no more booby surgery that you guys helped make possible. So tonight, not here, but over on the main page, I'll link it right here, we are going to go live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be live. Addie's going to be home tonight too, so it'll be a little bit cray-cray. So come on over, hang out, ask questions. We're going to do a Q&A, and then of course we will be praying for Charlie's surgery. Spurgus. This boy's gonna cook his mama a meal.
Spurgus.
And we'll see you at 9. Love you. His home.
Hello.
So Charlie was really your daughter, and because you just said this is the last time he's about to be home before his no booby surgery. So this is really your daughter about to, before. And it said people donated.
And this will be
it.
his last trip home before the no more booby surgery that you guys helped make possible. So tonight, not here, but over on the main page, I'll link it right here. We are going to go live 9 p.m.
And they said it's because y'all made it possible. So people actually donated for that. That's messed up. She said your last trip home. So I'm assuming this is an adult making these decisions. Personally, I still don't agree with it in the slightest, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. Like, that's not my daughter playing dress up and wrecking her body. All right, once again, there was no caption to go with this video, so we just together. I played 2 seconds, there was no music, so we just gonna see together.
You're assuming. Really? You telling me you're a lady and you sitting here coming up on me screaming?
Why can't she do
Look,
that?
it's a free world. You want 50 50, don't you? You want 50 50.
No, I want the whole thing.
That's what we talking about. I want equality. I love it.
50-50 or whole mother.
No, 50-50, man.
Whole! Or off! You! I don't know what whole means.
What? I want 50-50 or whole. And then like, well, I don't know what whole means. So you don't even know what you're screaming about right now. Here, first off, you pulling up on a man talking like this, you talking about you want equality. But I guarantee this crowd would be the first ones doing something if he just hauled off and hit her, right? So say she hit him, she all in his face like she want to fight. Y'all, not y'all, but like they forget, right? Men are just naturally stronger and bigger than us. Off rip. No matter how tough we get in their face, it's no, even us like slapping them or hitting them. They don't even have to go full strength with this. And we'd be on the floor just like, I can't believe you did that. What are you talking about? And then you sitting there talking about 50-50 or hole. And it's like, well, I don't know what hole means. You sound goofy. You sound super goofy. There's a clip, I might play it tonight on the live stream. There's some Korean show on Netflix. It kind of reminds me of Ninja Warrior, but it's pitting men against women. It look like you're in an indoor facility instead of outside. This woman, apparently the backstory to the clip is that she won some challenge. So because she won, she had the chance to go one-on-one against another female or a man. So she picked a man, which was stupid. I don't know why she did that. And she picked the smallest dude out the bunch. Mind you, this guy is an MMA fighter. He's trained. It don't matter how small he looks to you. My man is trained. You're going down. The chick, she's probably like top tier for women. She was so buff and brolic. She looked like a dude, right? She probably at the top for women. He is definitely not at the top for men in terms of like muscularity and all that. He walked out there with his hands in his pockets, laughing. She tried to do one thing. He was like, whatever. He dropped her to the ground while laughing. He didn't use any energy. Dropped her to the ground, got on top of her, held her down. The whole time my man's laughing, smiling. He looking up at the other women. He's like, Like, he broke no sweat. Where she was struggling for her life to get up. This is what I'm telling y'all, the difference between men and women. You would never, we shouldn't be pulling up on men like that. That's all I'm going to say. Because there's just that natural strength difference. The way he manhandled that woman, she at the top of the class for women, and he manhandled her like it was nothing. He probably used 10% of his strength. He didn't even break a sweat. It was like fun and games to him. It was insane. Ah, yes. Biden lands back in Ukraine for a surprise visit, but can't travel. What is it? DC's like maybe an hour or two from East Palestine. Can't come to Ohio to address the situation, but you got all the time in the world to go to Ukraine, give all the money to Ukraine, but don't want FEMA to help East Palestine. Nope. Doesn't make any sense. There's a report that came out that said, because FEMA did come out, Biden's administration was like, no, we're not giving you any money through FEMA. Which is like, what? Why? Like, bro, you just evil at this point. Because it's basically, Ohio is majority a red state, and the only areas in Ohio that are blue are the big cities. So Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati. I don't think so they're the only 3 cities that's blue. The rest of the state as a majority is red, right? East Palestine included, they was red. So it's like, man, you just not going down there because they didn't vote for you. That don't even make no sense. You're supposed to go down there regardless. These people need help. It wasn't until Trump was like, hey, I'll go out there then. I'll help y'all out. Once Trump came out and said that, then they was like, oh, you know what? We'll give you a little bit of money. And they still really ain't do nothing. Because I've been seeing other people that have no affiliation to the White House administration or anything been going down there helping out, giving money, all of that. But like Biden, the president can't. This is a joke. This whole administration is a joke. I can't wait till they just get him up out of here. All right, so all this caption said was Portland. So we're going to see what happens. So it look like it's a Zoomies with people running out. Oh, they just stole from Zoomies. What a crazy store to steal from. It's like skateboard gear and stuff and like clothing. Because I shop there sometimes. Well, I used to. I don't shop there no more. Bruh, out of all the stores. Because if you get caught for stealing, it's like the same charge for a lot of the stuff. You might as well make your charge worth it. You stole some primitive t-shirts, some Dragon Ball Z stuff, some cookies gear. Come on now, because the jewelry be locked up. Wow, you probably stole some Etika drawers. This is sad. I with her. Go get a job. Get a hustle. This is sad. So all this caption said was, well played, sir.
A girlfriend?
I don't.
Do you think I'm hot?
Not really.
Oh, why?
Way many more people attractive here than you.
What's not hot about me?
Your personality and your voice.
Yeah, you look like a Kim Kardashian clone. That's all it is.
My voice?
You're a little too small. You can maybe like eat a burger, not be anorexic.
That's aggressive.
I don't know who you're trying to impress. No one's gonna simp over you.
A girlfriend?
Yo, you have a girlfriend? Do you think I'm hot? Oh, what? You're being a little aggressive. He's like, eat a burger, don't be anorexic. I need all women to just follow me on this. This right here, this woman, the baby doll voice, because that could be natural or that could be just something she's doing. The whole Kardashian body thing, right? You all are a dime a dozen. All of you look the same now. Like, nobody cares. A dude will probably sleep with you. He probably not gonna wife you because he gonna be like, if I wife you, I can just get another Kardashian to wife. Well, fake Kardashian at this point. But like, yeah, I don't get it. I'm just saying, be you, ladies. Be you. There's a man out there for everybody. Be you. Because big man right here was like, I do not care, sweetheart. Keep it pushing. Yo. I'm going to read y'all the caption first. It says, not joking at all here. The doctor who did this should be in prison. This violates the most important oath in medicine to do no harm. No surgeon should ever perform a surgery that deforms a mentally ill person. Period. Look at the face. That might be the most quiet I've ever gotten looking at a video. They destroyed her face. And this is why I'm a big proponent on not getting surgery, especially when you are under a certain age. Your brain does not fully develop until you are 25 years old. 25, right? I understand. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be real with you. Their face is like wrecked. And they could potentially also be over 25. But there's been studies done. Where if you are 25 and under and you get surgery for whatever reason, right? It's not needed. It's just like, ooh, I wish I could change this about my body, right? The regret percentage is so much higher than the people 25 and over that be like, I want to change this about my body. The percentage differences are crazy. And that, because we talk about the trans issues and stuff as well, and people be like, kids can choose what they want, and puberty blockers, and yada, yada, yada. It's like, the regret for that is high too. And there's no actual long-term studies for any of this stuff, like, but we know there's long-term studies just for regular, like, elective surgeries outside of that realm that you can use. Their face is destroyed. I don't know if that's a woman. I don't know if that was a man trying to be a woman. They're wrecked. They're wrecked. All right, y'all. Hopefully this is the last video. Hopefully we can end it right here. There was no caption to go with this. I just know there was no music playing, so we're gonna see what happens.
12-year-old daughter recently came to me and said that she was transgender. She wanted to be a boy. And as a Christian mother, there was only one thing I could do. And that was help my son transition so that he could be the young man that God always intended him to be.
Wow. Be the man. God didn't make a mistake when he made your daughter, ma'am. God didn't make a mistake when he gave you a daughter. He gave you a daughter for a reason.
Support your kids. It's what God wants you to do. Love you, babies. 12.
I can guarantee you her child is in public school, because they pushing that whole indoctrination trap on kids. That kid don't know what they want, and instead of you sitting down and talking to them and recognizing it, you just playing along with it. And it's messed up. So I'll put it like this. It's messed up because as a parent, you want nothing more than to be like, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing for my child. You don't want to be ostracized by society. We are at a point in time where if you don't just roll with the punches and the government gets involved, they're going to take your kid from you because apparently them and the teachers know what's best for your child than you do, the parent, right? We're at a weird point in time. So I don't know if she genuinely was like, hey, I'm going to make the change because I love you, or if it's just like, I'm going to make the change because I just don't want no backlash from nobody else. I don't want to parent this way, but I have no choice but to parent this way. We were reaching that point as well. There's stories out there of parents that have said things as such, and it's just a whole situation. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I know I said I don't cuss, I apologize, but I don't know another expression to explain it that way, because that's really all it is. That's the point we're in as society. Everything is so weird and backwards. And we watched that one video Nikki shared with us where, like, we need to get back to mocking and shaming people if things don't make sense, which is okay. They're trying to, like, you do that nowadays. They try to push this label on you so hard and cancel you and call you all these type of names. And it's like, no, I'm not the one with the problem. You're the one with the problem. We're not going to normalize this. And because of the normalization, we've now reached a point with parents where if you don't affirm your 4-year-old's identity issue crisis, which they don't even know they don't know what any of that is. That's being pushed onto them from adults. Now you're like a bigot and a transphobe and an idiot and you don't know how to parent. So I feel bad for the whole situation. I feel bad for the mother and the child because that should have never happened. Your daughter should still be your daughter right now. And you probably just feel pressure to go with the punches because a true Christian parent would have nipped that right in the bud. But like I said, if your kid is in public school, you might just have to roll with them punches before they just take your kid from you. Alright, y'all, we're going to end that right here. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sam.